Hey there! Welcome to another episode of The Unknown Angler. Look, I know the title of this was a little clickbaity, but fact is, the East Coast, from Maine all the way down to Key West, the most expensive property in the world is oceanfront property. And the secret is, it's easy to find a fishing spot. It's a bugger to find a parking spot. You can't fish unless you can park and get to the water. And that's the whole secret. And that's what you use Google Maps for, or Google Earth. And later on, you worry about where you can get to on that water to go fishing. But the first thing you gotta do is find a parking spot. So how do you go about finding a parking spot? Well, I just recently took a trip to Port Charlotte in Florida, and I wanted to fish within about half hour of the area I was fishing. So the first thing I do is bring up Google Maps, and in the regular maps, I just start looking for bridges. Because usually you can park around bridges, usually there's some parking spots. And the best thing to do is find a couple of bridges, zoom in on them, and then bring up Google Earth and take a look. And lo and behold, there you go. There's a parking spot right there. Then you can start looking at the surrounding water around those parking spots, and you can start marking them down on your maps. The nice part about this is you can transfer them over to your phone very easily. I'm not going to get into that, but you can transfer them over to your phone very easily so that you can have a whole bunch of potential areas to go fish. The next thing to do is search the obvious things, like beaches, boat ramps, and public parks. Those are the easiest things to get access to the water through. When you find one, zoom in on it, click on it, and click on the image that comes up. That'll bring up the sidebar menu, and if you click on the first image in the sidebar menu, it'll pop up the 360 Street View. If you've never used this, go down into the left-hand corner of the screen, click on the little Street View icon, anywhere on it, and you'll be able to go in there and spin around 360 degrees and take a look at the area that you would like to fish. Sure enough, it looks like a good spot. After you've found a potential spot, just hit the back button on the browser to get back to the regular Google Maps. Now you can just zoom in on the area of interest, and then we can flip it over to satellite and actually look around in there and see if there's any potential water. Looks like there's a lot of potential water. So the next thing for me is I have a kayak and a paddleboard. So usually I go into the distance option, which is you can measure the distance by right-clicking anywhere on the screen and then the regular left click to measure the distance to any spot. This is really nice when you're looking around and you're trying to figure out whether you can get to it with your kayak or not. I like to keep everything within a mile or two of shore or the place I'm starting at, and this spot looks like it's got plenty of potential. Anyway, that's pretty much it. It's real easy to do, but hopefully I've come up with things you haven't thought of. Thanks for watching. See you next time.